Hello everybody and welcome to another knockoff review. In today's video we're taking a look at the Black Mamba LS03P, their Bark Commander. Each to their own. This is of course their oversized version of the MPM for Optimus Prime, done in those kind of Scourge, Nemesis, Convoy coloration. It does include metal. And quick look around the box, we've got Prime on the side, and on the back there he is in his truck mode and his robot mode, sporting his laser gun and his energon axe. And here we have him out of his plastic prison. He does come with a complete tray full of accessories, including two of his guns, the additional tires if you don't like the look of the split tires, and we get his energon blades and hooks, and of course he is already holding his mighty fine looking energon axe. And here he is on the rotating turntable. What a gorgeous looking figure. This is absolutely everything that is right with knockoff figures. Not a fan of the straight up bootlegs with no alterations, trying to pose as something they're not. But this is what it's all about. People ask me, why do I collect knockoffs? This right here is why. This kind of bridges that line between third party and fourth party, delivering an exceptional piece. I believe this Black Mamba Prime is kind of the modern day version of what we got with the M01 Commander from Wei Zhang, their oversized Evasion Prime. People then asked me, why on earth would I support a product like that? And then 6 months down the line, absolutely everybody who was anybody had one. And all the cool kids said it was okay to buy them. So then people started to buy them. This Black Mamba Prime, I think, is the same sort of thing. This is absolutely gorgeous. The paint applications are impeccable. And it's even an improvement over his first release done in the Prime colors. I just think they've managed to kind of fix those shoulder sections a little bit better, but I'll tackle that shortly when we do the comparison. Here he is alongside his original Black Mamba counterpart, done in the more kind of stereotypical Prime colors. Both are exactly the same size. It's just the angle I've got it at makes the newer one look slightly smaller, but really do prefer that kind of darkened metallic look that they've got over the feet, the shins, the thighs, and those shoulders. The flame effects are gorgeous, done in that purple. Would have liked some teal thrown in there just for a good measure, but the red they've used for those windows and the weaponry is rather nice indeed. Now, the shoulders become a little bit of a problem over time on my original. Don't forget that this was a pre-production, and they actually changed the coloration on those shoulders for the production version of it. But people were getting stress marks on the underside of these hinges, and these are a little bit loose. I haven't had this problem with the Bark Commander as of yet. I'm not ruling it out. Maybe it will happen, but I'm hoping that it won't, because it does straight off the bat feel like a very, very impressive figure. And to give you more of an inkling with regards to size, that is the Magic Square Optimus Prime, who is approximately MP10 size, kind of the perfect masterpiece Prime size. So these are definitely aimed at that oversized market, which seems to be getting increasingly popular with the likes of Wei Zhang, Black Mamba, Blue Circle, to name but a few of the guys oversizing and upgrading those figures. Now, I'm not going to go into great lengths trying to convince you to buy this figure. Chances are, if you're watching this review, you already have the intention of getting it, because you've probably had the previous version in hand and loved it, and you just wanted to see if it's as good as you suspect. And the answer is yes. Yes, it is. Of course, we don't lose any of the functions on this guy, so we can still lift the head up, and we can still switch out the face for the kind of more human-esque, I guess, of Prime's faces. As much as I love that face. I just always feel it's a little bit like a hamster sucking in his cheeks. Just something a little bit about that, but they've done an exceptional job, especially with those eyes. Should these be up? I never know how to display the window sections on here, whether they should be up, down, left or right, but the paint and the panel lining, the pinstriping, it is absolutely gorgeous, done to an exceptionally high standard. You will not get paint like this on 60-70% on third-party figures. This is top end, top dollar for your money at a very affordable price. Now, of course, we do get a plethora of weapons. It's no different than what we've seen before, just done out in this really nice translucent red. Love the Cybertronian text on there and the free hair that I had on there as well. Love the blades that come with him. My biggest gripe with this figure is exactly the same gripe I had with his predecessor. I am all for including two guns in the set, but I want a left and a right. Both of these guns are identical. I like my figures to have some form of symmetry, so I really like them to have one of these guns reversed. It's just something that really does bug me. I wanted to have them so I could maybe even pinch them both together, so we could fit them on some form of trailer. Don't get me wrong, the guns are nice. It looks really nice oversized. These are pretty much straight up what we got with the MPM 04, but I really wish we had the ability to chop and change some of these parts over and kind of mirror them. I wonder if there's a 3D printed version of these guns out there, or maybe a third-party company is doing oversized versions, because you've got two of the hooks, two of the swords, and they both look exceptional. It's just, I really do feel that the guns let him down somewhat. And as previously mentioned, like his counterpart, we do have some tires that don't have that separated section on them. So if you want to switch these out and put these on him, which will make it probably more realistic in vehicle mode, then by all means the option is there. But personally, I will have him displayed in his bot mode, and I like those kind of split look that we've got going on for those tires. I know when Weijing finally get around to releasing theirs will actually have a wheel that fits inside a wheel. I think it kind of splits out and covers these up. But for now, these work just how I need them to. If this is your first Black Mamba rodeo, let's take a look at the articulation. The head can go left and right. We can go up and down like so. No real quizzical tilting side to side though. The movement there is very limited. The arms are on a lovely ratchet, up and down. Come out to the side on a friction joint, upper bicep rotation, revealing more details on the inner arm. Got a lovely bend on that elbow. We've got rotation on the wrist, we've got pivot on the wrist, and we've got articulated fingers and a pin through the center trigger finger to add to that realism. Oh, well, as far as a realistic giant robot can get. We do have this hinge, which is spring loaded, which just sits on there nicely and hooks over. We have waist rotation. You need to slide the legs down on both sides to make full use of that waist rotation. It does go left and right. We've got legs that come forwards, backwards, out to the side, upper thigh rotation. We've got not one, but two bends on those knees, located with the knee pad locking into position. We've got up, down on the feet, as well as a rather nice ankle pivot, hindered somewhat by that shin guard. I mean, whether you're a KO fan or not, there's something about this figure. You cannot deny that he has amazing shelf presence. And let's not forget that this cheeky chappy also has a dark matrix of leadership hidden away inside that chest cavity. You can just pull all of this up and tab that off. All hidden away. He is worthy of the matrix matrix or the Allspark. Now, as gorgeous as this bot mode looks, and I mean it really does look nice, he does of course transform up into a vehicle. So for now we need to bring these sections out like so, and this whole piece here is going to come down to the bottom like this, and then these are going to rotate upwards so that they're now facing upwards and onwards. So again, rotate that around, flip this up and around like so. Now, although the order is somewhat different in the instructions, you really need to move these arms down next, which when declipped gives us plenty of room. This chest piece comes upwards like so, giving us lots and lots of clearance for this front panel. We have these pegs here. These are now going to fold over and sit nicely within this void, and then this whole piece here is going to lift up and slide across, and just for now we're going to hide that up behind the head. And as we bring that over, there's a tab just on the underside that's actually going to push, and these lovely little beauties are just going to sit and tab in together nicely, and again they're just going to tab in nice and securely over the back of Prime's head. It looks like he's seen better days, doesn't he? I've actually seen people try and sell Transformers before now saying, oh, I think it's meant to be Optimus Prime, and he's kind of looking a little bit like this, slightly worse for wear to say the least. Make sure that this chest panel is downwards. This is a big lump of die-cast goodness there. From here we can tackle Prime's legs. You're going to want to move them to the front on both sides, and this is all kind of tabbed in together, very much reminiscent of what we got with the original Optimus Prime from the movie. Again, just untabs and untabs like so. Really does extend quite nicely out to the front, and these sections here, as you can see, they tab in. This comes down. These fully extend all the way out to the front. It's this exhaust piece here always seems to be either forgotten or just stuck. Don't forget about this poor little exhaust piece. He's always getting left out when we're transforming up our primes. But this is going to come all the way up here, and this is going to slide and tab in, and then this panel here can be brought back up. You want to make sure the legs are both straight, and you want to make sure that they're both kind of set up like we've just done with this one. And with both the legs fully extended, we're going to rotate them back slightly. They're on a sliding hinge. This is going to rock, and as we rock that back, it allows the butt to tab in to the rear of the truck, so they can now come all the way forwards like so, and they instantly want to join in the center, and just tab all of these lovely pieces off. Taking a look at Prime's arms, we've got this panel here that is just simply going to rotate around, covering off the hand. Now, there is an incredibly tight joint in here. It needs to rock just up like so. As I said, it's incredibly tight. It doesn't exactly do what I want it to when I want it to, but unfortunately that is the downside to having as much paint applied onto this as we do. We can bring the whole matrix chamber section up and over, where the head is going to come down, and that's going to fit rather nicely on the inside, and then this is going to collapse back down. We have this hinge just at the back here, bending downwards like so, and that's going to be the basic location of all of this truck section. Now it's just a matter of bringing the arms forwards and tidying everything up, because let's face it, that doesn't exactly look the tidiest that we've ever seen Prime, does it? These are going to come all the way around to the side. This actually now flips around like so, and this piece here collapses into the void. We rotate at the upper bicep section, and then this is going to come around and it just slides and tabs wonderfully into that arm piece, and that really does tidy up exceptionally well. I love how that looks once it's in, but it is just a matter of getting everything in. Unfortunately, with the addition of those spring-loaded sections, it does make life just a little bit more difficult, to say the least. We can bring this tab piece up, and this is going to come around, and these are going to help form the rear of the vehicle. And we've got some wheel sections, the mudguards, etc. now are all here. The top panel here, this is going to double up as the top of the cab, and we can undo the smokestacks. They're going to come around like so, straighten out, flip, and as we bring that down, these reverse around, come back on themselves, and as we're bringing this wing down, fold these windows back in on themselves, bending that section down and then back up so it hides nicely on the inside. And now it's just a matter of bringing these panels all down and making sure that everything are going to push and locate where they're meant to. We have these tabs on the gas tanks and over, and just push and tab in to the top of the trailer hitch, and then from here the arms slide up into the body. The lights come around to the front like so, and then this whole piece here is going to line up with the front, and it's incredibly difficult to do on camera. Getting quite frustrated. And then as we bring in this section in, we can just slide those in, slide that in. That's going to slide in behind, and then all of these are just going to start tabbing in nice and firmly like so. And this panel should just close off like this, and just a matter of going around the outside, just tidying up all of these little sections that I've managed to miss, like the eyebrows on the front there. This is all tabbed in wonderfully. Look at all this. Oh, and there we go. There is our Nemesis Prime in all of his glory, and my goodness, doesn't he look ravishing. Woo! And here he is in his truck mode with some of the other Autobots to give you an idea of the scale there. We've got the MP10, which is the KO Oversized Wei Optimus Prime. We've got the Human Alliance Sideswipe. We've got the Oversized Studio Series Bumblebee at the back there, who actually scales exactly perfectly with the B25 and the Mask figures. Absolutely love how they all look together. And of course that is the Wei MPP10 Optimus Prime trailer, which fits perfectly into the Black Mamba trailer hitch on that fifth wheel. Exceptionally well done. I haven't switched out the tyres as of yet because I will be transforming him back up into robot mode. But that being said, my goodness gracious me, doesn't he look amazing in his vehicle form. I am super tempted to save up some more store credit with Toys and get another one of these just for that vehicle mode, because he looks gorgeous. Some of these vibrant figures are just absolutely mind-blowing. Now Black Mamba are releasing their oversized MPM Bumblebee very shortly. It may even be out now. I think it was scheduled beginning of March. I will be comparing that as well. But for now, this is the Bark Commander from Black Mamba, part of their oversized Masterpiece movie series. And again, it's an exceptional piece. Holds together structurally very soundly. Vast improvements over the original Masterpiece version from Hasbro and Takara, but heaven forbid I should think that. No doubt I'll get critiqued for saying that it's an improvement. Whoa, how dare I? Once again, I'd like to thank Sir Toys for making this review possible, and until next time, for myself and Optimus Prime, thanks for watching, goodbye.